grand afternoon. So for the most part, if you was watching my last video and you seen the title, then you know I specified on the fact that people need to stay mindful as far as the accomplishments and hills that you conquered this 2022 and years before up until this point. And more important than that is that we're on a 7. This is 223 now. 223 is 2 and 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is completion. 7 is rest. 7 is divine. So all the energies that we had, the fortuitive push energies we had from all 22 years before, like, yo, I'm going out, I'm going to get this, I'm gonna make it happen. All that stops right now because if you believe in anything higher than yourself, then you got to believe in the process. If I'm a farmer and I'm planting seeds or whatever, and I see them growing to a certain aspect, I'm not going to keep giving them nitrogen because I see they growing. It's a change now. They might have to rest. Or if you're working out and you putting that 3 days of workout in your body, you can't do that every day and get the results you need. You got to rest. You see what I'm saying? So it's like 3 days on, 3 days off, and then back on that 7th day. You know what I'm saying? So that rest always magnifies the principle of the work that you put in. Whether this is the most high you believe in yourself, whatever positive motion that's pushing you to rise higher spiritually. These things are magnifying your focus. Now, I can get into the whole semantics of the value, but I think right now, moreover, the message is just to realize that you're in a 7 right now. And 7 is always the completion rest time for it just to manifest in itself. So you're going to be feeling pulls. You're going to want to do this. You're going to want to do that. You're going to want to push it. You're going to want to say stuff. Shut the hell up. Don't even jump into the vibes. You know what I mean? It's going to pull you more right now. And the more it's going to be like you're going to go somewhere. You're going to be like, yo, what's that? It's like initially it's going to push you to be in a reaction. But this is the time when you play chess, not checkers. Don't just be jumping around. Move correctly. You know what I mean? So if you can get this understanding down and balance out, this is going to be a high spiritual time. This year right here alone is going to be a high spiritual time. And next year is going to be when the finances explode for everybody. This is not to say that right now this spiritual time does not speak to finances. It do. But not in the way that everybody's looking at it. You know what I'm saying? This is more like a spiritual reprieve. This is the time for you to just be still and rest. It's the most important thing. And if you can get that understanding, then first and foremost, then you'll start seeing the completion of the energies that you put in through the times. Now, if you're one of these people, you just all over the place and your shit ain't together, then your ish ain't together, then you know what? You're gonna be wishing that you had did this, because you're gonna be seeing it happen within people all around you. You're gonna be like, what is that? And that's gonna be the potential of the subsequent value of someone putting in their own work or planting that seed. No matter what you've been doing, as long as it's a repetitive energy. Now, if you've been doing repetitive negative stuff, yeah, you're gonna reap the seed from that. We living in a time of Aquarius when everything across the whole galaxy will be truth. And there's no way to get around that. So for the most part, this is reaping season. 2024 is going to be money. That's that 8. That's going to be when all that extra work you've been putting in is going to start ringing out all the paper. You know what I mean? This is metaphysics. This is the ether. This is the most high. This is the divine understanding. Know the numbers. Know how they tap in, you know what I mean? And know where you stand at with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally 43 right now on a 7. So it's like 7-7. You know what I'm saying? 2 divine completions, that's spiritual and physical. I know, you know what I'm saying? But I digress how I like this. I ain't about to go all into that. But for you out there, if you listening and you understanding where we at in this dynamic of a year, you're in a 7. So when your mind starts to tell you to go, tell it no. And it's going to be telling you like it's that vibe. It's going to be making you feel like That was the divine pushing you because it knows you more now than anything because you're complete. So the system knows you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like how you feel a good thought, you're gonna feel negative thoughts just like that, just to push you. And you're gonna be thinking, that's how it came last year. Nah, they ain't how it working this year. This year, no matter what come to your head, sit still. Period. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And a lot of people ain't gonna understand this. They're gonna be like, nah, because I understand I gotta put in work. I know what putting that work in like. All right, go ahead. Do what you gotta do. You know, Divine said this is gonna be the great separation. You know what I mean? These people been writing about this ish for a long time. And you can see it. It's dynamic. It's actually taking place like everywhere you see. On the smallest increments. You know, so, what is this like? What is it? The Fight for Los Angeles or Escape from Los Angeles, Escape from New York or whatever, the old school movie. Remember that? It's like trying to maintain yours right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't escape from you because they trying to tell you everything going crazy. And they're going to hit you with a whole bunch. It's going to be this coming out. They're going to lock down this. They're going to stop that. They're going to say this. I'm going to give you that. It's about to be ugly. It's going to be real ugly. But you know what? Depending on the work you've been putting in, you might not even see none of that. You might not even see none of that. You might hear people talking about it around you, but in your little bubble in your world, you ain't got them problems. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you at with this. And I can honestly say I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? I know what that felt like. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that spot where it was going crazy and I was like, not for us. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope, you know what I'm saying, that and pray that everybody else get that same energy, you know what I mean, to understand, like, don't really mix up in the world right now. The world is like a whirlpool. It's constantly spinning. And they're going to be spinning real hard right now, you know what I mean? So, because they see a lot of things is growing. It's completing right now. Them seeds is popping out. They like, yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying? We here. What you going to say? What you going to do? Oh, that energy collective is powerful. I don't know what to do right now. Look, I can go off right now. We just dropped on the 7, so I'm going to leave it at the 7. You already know the vibes. Naga.